Okay, now in this video what we will discuss about is adductor compartment of thigh. So already we finished front of thigh. Now in adductor compartment of thigh, some muscles are present. This adductor compartment of thigh is nothing but the medial compartment of thigh. So on the basis of what structures actually we are classifying this thigh in front of thigh, medial compartment of thigh and posterior compartment of thigh. Already in first lecture we discussed most superior what we have skin. What is this? Let's suppose what we have is thigh. When we will take the cross section of thigh at the mid part of the thigh, so when we will cut it and when we will see it, okay, so what we will get exactly like this. Okay, so let's suppose we have taken the cross section of thigh. This is what we have skin. Then deep to skin what we have is superficial fascia. Deep to superficial fascia what we have? Deep fascia. Okay, and so the primary bone or the main the bone present in the thigh is femur. Okay, let's suppose this is what we have anterior part and this is what we have posteriorly. So this is femur, just imagine, and this is the linea aspera point on the femur that is present on the posterior part of the shaft of femur. So why we are calling anterior compartment, medial compartment and posterior compartment? What are their actually boundaries? How we are dividing this thigh into these three compartments? Actually what we have here from deep fascia up to the femur, we have one septum. Again we have laterally another septum and one more from the linea aspera to like this. We have three septums. These are extending from this deep fascia to the femur. So only because of these three septums what we are getting, three compartments we are getting actually in thigh. This one we call it anterior compartment, this one we call lateral compartment, posterior compartment, and this one we call medial compartment. This septum we call actually anterior intermuscular septum. This way what we have again, lateral intermuscular septum, and this is we have posterior intermuscular septum. Okay, so because of this septums only we are getting these three compartments. Okay, so this is anterior compartment, this is posterior compartment, and this is what we have middle compartment. Anterior compartment we call it front of thigh. We already discussed about it, which are the main structures present in it, what are the nerves, what are the muscles, we already discussed. Now in middle compartment we will discuss some muscles, and again then posterior compartment we will in posterior compartment we have actually two parts, that is gluteal region and back of thigh, that we will discuss later. So talking about this compartment, that is middle compartment. For this middle compartment of thigh we call it adductor compartment. Anterior compartment is called as extensor compartment, adductor compartment is middle compartment, and flexor compartment is posterior compartment of thigh. Okay, so for that, if you want some diagrams for reference, you can take for reference BD Chaurasia. These all diagrams whatever we are drawing, that's are only from the BD Chaurasia. Okay, so let's suppose this is what we have: hip bone, femur, and fibula and tibia. So we have muscles here like adductor longus, then what we have adductor magnus, then what we have adductor brevis, then we have gracilis, and we have pectinis. These muscles only we will discuss here. So the origin of these muscles, let's start from adductor longus. Adductor longus originates from the body of pubis. Hip bone has three parts: ilium, ischium, pubis. So from the body of pubis, here on the superior part of the outer surface of outer surface of pubis, that is superior ramus, what we have here is the origin point of the adductor longus muscle. If you have remember, we already discussed one point, that is sesamoid bone. Okay, the bone which grows under the tendon of any muscle, that is called as sesamoidal bone. Patella we already discussed, that grows under the tendon of quadratus femoris. Pisiformis grows under the tendon of flexor carpi ulnaris in upper limb. Here again we have one more bone, that is rider's bone. So you will remember rider's bone is a sesamoidal bone which grows under the tendon of this adductor longus muscle, that is present somewhere here. Okay, so you will remember this point, rider's bone here under the tendon of adductor longus. So adductor longus originates from here. If we will talk about femur, this is the anterior view of femur. But if you know, we already discussed on the posterior surface of femur, what we have, one line is there, that is linea aspera. That one line, just a elevated line, little bit. So that line is called as linea aspera. So this adductor longus originates from here and gets inserted to the middle part of the linea aspera. That will, these fibers from outer surface of pubic bone, they will originate and they will pass laterally, and they will get inserted on the posterior part of thigh. Okay, so they will get inserted on the posterior part of femur. That means the fiber will run like this. Okay, so that is this muscle. What we have is adductor longus muscle. Again, next what we have, adductor magnus. Before that, let's discuss about pectineus. Pectineus originates from pectineal surface of the pubic bone. This is what we have. Let's suppose pubic bone. This surface is called as pectineal surface of pubic bone. This is pubic symphysis part. Okay, here another hip bone will get attached and the pubic symphysis will form. So this is pectineal surface of the pubic bone. So from the pectineal surface of pubic bone, the muscle arises is pectineus muscle. This pectineus will arise from here. And about its insertion, this is what we have, greater trochanter and lesser trochanter. Posteriorly, one more landmark we have, that is gluteal tuberosity. Okay, so here, let's suppose this line on the posterior part. Okay, we are talking, whatever we are discussing here about femur, that is about posterior part only. So line extending from the lesser trochanter to the linea aspera. Line extending from the lesser trochanter to the linea aspera on the posterior surface of femur. Imagine it on the posterior surface. Okay, it gives the insertion portion, or it gives the reason for insertion of this pectineus muscle. So this pectineus, after arising from this pectineal surface of the pubic bone, get inserted over here. So these fibers will pass like this. Again, outer surface of pubic bone and posterior surface of femur. These muscles are getting inserted on the posterior surface of femur. Next two muscle what we have, let's discuss about adductor brevis. First discuss about gracilis muscle. Gracilis originates from the middle margin of pubic bone. Middle margin of pubic bone, that means here. This is the origin point of gracilis. Gracilis originates from here. It gets inserted to the medial surface of tibia. Last part we discuss about sartorius muscle. Okay, sartorius arises from the hip bone once again, that is anterior superior iliac spine, and inserted on the medial part of head of tibia we discussed. At that time also I told you, if you will take this medial head of tibia, let's suppose this what we drawn, medial surface of tibia, head of tibia, okay, upper end. On the medial surface of the head of tibia, three muscles are inserted. These are sartorius, then semitendinous, and in between them the insertion of gracilis. Okay, semitendinous and gracilis. That means somewhere here. Semitendinous is gracilis and sartorius, gracilis and semitendinous. These three muscles have insertion over the medial surface of head of tibia. Okay, so this gracilis is originating from here and inserted on the medial surface of head of tibia. So that means somewhere here. So these fibers will run like this. This is not anatomical correct diagram actually, but you just remember about its origin and insertion point. Okay. Next what we have, adductor magnus muscle. Let's discuss first about adductor brevis. So adductor brevis, here one more muscle is there, that is the muscle of gluteal region. We will discuss it in gluteal region. That is called as obturator internus muscle. So let's suppose this is obturator internus muscle. Just remember here, just understand this is obturator internus. Just note it. Now if we will discuss about adductor brevis muscle, this adductor brevis muscle originates from here, the pubic bone. That is between the obturator internus and gracilis muscle. Its origin is in between the obturator internus and gracilis muscle. So, okay, somewhere here. This adductor brevis, again, its fibers will run laterally towards the femur, and it will get inserted on the same line where this pectineus muscle is getting inserted. That is the line joining from the lesser trochanter up to the linea aspera. So these fibers will run medially like this. This is which muscle we have? Adductor brevis. Adductor brevis. This adductor brevis actually passes behind the pectineus and adductor longus muscle. Okay, this adductor brevis actually passes behind the pectineus muscle and adductor longus muscle. Now last remaining muscle, that is adductor magnus muscle. This what we have is the pubis, this part. Let's suppose this is what we have, obturator foramen. This is pubic part. Here somewhere, this pubic part, here somewhere what we have about here, ischial tuberosity. Okay, ischial tuberosity, that is present somewhere here. So this adductor magnus actually arising from the ischial tuberosity and some part of the ramus of the body of the pubic bone. This triangular origin. This triangular origin, that is for adductor magnus muscle. These fibers will run again laterally like this. Now it's a strong muscle, it is the wide muscle of this compartment. Okay, it will give insertion to a long part or lot of regions of femur. It has insertion actually. It will give insertion to some fibers. Some fibers will run like this.